Welcome back, guys.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm great. Is it real that we have a big surprise today, isn't it?
Yes. For the first time in the history of the show, we have a guest.
We have an amazing guest.
An amazing guest.
Please, Laurent, introduce him.
Well, I will probably let him introduce himself in a second. He's an amazing producer coming from Scandinavia.
Really, Scandinavia? Oh, wow.
Yeah, he is. And
I didn't know it.
He's one of the most talented producers of the actual scene, which is our scene, progressive house, progressive trance. And he signed a lot of good records on the likes of Juve, but also Mercurial Tones, which is another label I like a lot.
Me too.
So here's our friend, Jack. Please.
Jack. Welcome, Jack.
Welcome to the show.
All good.
How are you, Jack?
How are you doing?
Good. I gotta say that Jack made a kind of bootleg remix of a track of mine. It was last year, probably. Can you remember? Two Sides of exactly. 2000 Nowhere, and I think he made an impressive remix of it. I'd love to release this.
No, I didn't know.
Probably he doesn't know. But I told my previous... of course. Okay. And I told Afterglow Records to release it. So probably fingers crossed we may have a proper release of that because it's definitely worth it. If you haven't done it already, just check it out. Probably I think I already played it a couple of times on my patterns. So double check it because it's really, really good. I love the version. And probably I gotta say that I like the version even better than the original one. So, it's amazing. I mean, it was something that I was missing.
Really?
Another guy tried to remix that one, but it was not. And I won't tell. Who was it? Because it was a crappy remix, so I won't tell you. Anyway, so okay. So thanks, Jack, for that because it was really, really good. So, Jack, tell us about you.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's all about you today.
Yeah, exactly. We want to do more. We want to do. Actually, I got some questions for you as well. We want to more about you, about what you did, what you're doing, about your future. What are you doing right now? If you're remixing, or if we are expecting some new material for you. So let us know.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
well,
introduction time.
I'm a producer from Denmark, and I've been producing since 2009. I think that's where I really started, kind of thinking that I could go somewhere with my music. And then it actually started off with a good friend of mine who sadly isn't here anymore, but he was actually the first one to ever listen to my music I put out, and he included it in some of his radio shows he had. And he was a really good friend of mine in real life as well, supported what I did. And then eventually I got signed to Blue Soho in 11, and it just rolled from there, really. So I am producing under Dreamy, as probably many people know me about. I'm producing uplifting trance, so everything between 138 to 140.
Yeah.
Gosh,
that is so much too much for me. But it's fine anyway.
And then I have, of course, my dark matter alias, which is for the slower stuff. Actually, it's for the more experimental stuff. 130,
really love
132, and down to 122-ish. So it's kind of I've choose to kind of range myself with my aliases. I know a lot of people still prefer me under my Dreamy alias, but there was a reason that I did it to I wanted to divert myself because most people, as I said before, know me under Dreamy, but I also felt like I wanted to kind
Oh, cool.
of please myself and my sound. I've
Are you
um
missing your dreamy alias? Are you missing what Mr. Dreamy did
um
or not?
I
It's
started
always
with that,
yeah.
and then I wanted to kind of
Yeah.
yeah,
There was a
and
kind
then
of
I kind of
evolution for
wanted
you. Okay.
to produce
Yeah.
something
Okay.
more slower because I've always been a big fan of techno, and I've been a big fan of progressive
Oh.
house. In fact, I was listening to a lot of progressive house back at the radio station when I was like 12 years old or something, and that sound really drove me into to try and produce something like that. And then I was like, well, I like
Mm-hmm.
trance and I like progressive, but I didn't know how to produce it. That's the thing. I hadn't really gotten a guideline or anything, so I was just searching up YouTube and stuff how to do the different stuff, and then eventually I just adapted. I like how people call me a chameleon. It's not a lie, because I can kind of adapt uh, music, and I think that's really
Yeah.
it's very rare. I think.
Which is a very
Um,
good skill,
uh,
isn't it? Exactly. Exactly. I think it's a really important
yeah.
skill as a producer
Yeah.
as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
can
if
tell
you
from
want to,
from my point of view.
yeah.
Actually, what Jack is doing, several genres, is not the
No.
easiest thing to do in 2020. Guy
Yeah.
knows, you know that as well.
Yeah,
It's
of course.
it's
It's
something
really
that's becoming extremely rare.
exactly it is, and it's always risky. You know what I mean? He already said it because if somebody knows
Exact.
you for something,
Yeah.
you are kind of popular for that something for that. Is always really risky because I think people are sometimes are really
Mm.
annoyed by the kind of change it, and they are.
Mm.
I know the feeling. Sometimes I used to produce something a little bit more uplifting. Okay, not very uplifting, but a little bit more euphoric. And when I come back, actually, when I came back to my roots, which are kind of housey roots, many people say, "What are you doing? Are you kind of betraying your style, or are you changing your style?" That, yeah, to many people, it's kind of annoying. It's disturbing many people, but I don't care. I mean, it's your choice, and it's up to you. And if you want to do something different, it's up to you. I mean,
Yeah.
this is your music, so you are the
Exactly.
owner of your
Yeah.
sound. You know what I mean? So it's up to you. And if you want to change it, if you want to decrease it, increase it,
Yeah.
it's totally it's up
Definitely.
to you. That's my point of view.
Exactly.
And I always told Laurent as well. I think Laurent is one of most chameleontic people ever. I mean, trust me.
This guy over there.
Yeah, I've just listened to something of him 1 hour ago, and it's crazy. I've just texted him. I think it is really crazy. I just say the skill that he has to totally change
Yeah.
something into something else. Isn't it, Laurent? It's crazy. I mean, I
Well,
have the opportunity. Trust me. I spent 1 hour with him with his music. Yeah, a couple of hours ago, and my gosh, I think I feel myself lucky to listen to it
Yeah.
because it's something from another world. And so, as off to both.
Well,
And
thank you, thank you.
It's
But it's all
fine,
about
it's
Jack
fine.
today.
yeah, sorry.
No worries.
Sorry, Jack. I had to say because it was really. I had to say because I had it in my heart, and I say, okay, whatever. I had the opportunity to talk to Laurent. I need
No,
to.
that's
I might
fine.
say it because it's wow. This is something unbelievable. So
No worries.
sorry, Jack. It's up to Jack. Sorry about that. Let's get back to Jack. All right. So
So, Jack, what are your upcoming releases and remixes?
I've got an
Oh, lovely.
album on Daniel Kenji's label called Always Alive, and it's been in the works for quite some years now. But we are trying to schedule that and get that done. It's currently under mix and master. Um, And then I've just finished an uplifting remix for an unknown artist. She goes under the name Kirsty Bell. And the original was really inspiring, actually. It was like a pop track. And and it was really funny to work with, because I've never... It's kind of a new thing that you just say you want to try something different. Remixing pop is actually not easy, and you have to kind of adapt the chords and everything into the vocal of her voice, because so that was really cool to do, and I always obviously did a dub mix to the picky DJs. But
Oh, we are picky DJs.
It's actually self-released, but I got paid for it, so I don't mind, and I really want to push her. If I've like, here's the thing, I've always been like this. If it pushes people's music that I have remixed something that eventually becomes big and the original becomes even bigger, that's a plus. I really like doing that.
Of course. I agree with you. Why not? I mean, why not? So it's fine.
And
totally fine.
What about your progressive releases? Because I'm a big fan of your Dark Matter alias myself.
Me too.
So you've just released an EP a couple months ago. On,
and I've actually,
Tones, if I remember correctly.
I was actually a part of an EP, or it was like a compilation on Yasin's label, Mercurial Tones, and I have made this really dark kind of very always like rumble techno, but really, he called it... I love what he said. He called it ethereal techno. That was really cool. And I'm currently releasing on Juve soon. I can't say too much about that, but it's obviously a Dark Matter track. But we're still waiting on John to get through with that. But hopefully soon. It is in the plans.
Cool.
Oh yeah, it's dark as well.
Me too.
And then I've finished a psytrance track on 145 BPM. Yeah, I know it's very fast. It's very fast, but here's the thing. When I want to do psytrance, I want to do it as a knock back to the old sound, like maybe not much of a soundscape like the Goa type, but still have the sort of old kind of groove and texture from the old sound. Like I really like guys like GMS and what was the other one? I think it was Aquatica. Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Those guys have been a big inspiration for me in terms of the psytrance track. I've sent it to a few labels, but I'm just waiting back on them. So I know nothing yet. Thanks, man.
Fingers crossed. That's all right. And
are busy schedule for the man.
Exactly. Are you releasing it as a Dark Matter as well?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
tracks,
the Visceral Phrase.
And
that's everything between 140 and 145. Okay. That's my more driving techie kind of alias, psytrance alias. Exactly. Yeah, sure. So people, I'm trying to make sure that people knows what they can expect from the different aliases. It's really hard to do, to be honest, but I'm trying.
True. Yeah, especially now with the internet days and everything.
Yeah,
it's really hard to promote yourself. So do it this way is a very cool way indeed.
Did you release something on? Absolutely. Have you released something on Progressive back in the days?
I released When Fate Fades on Rich's label in I think 2018.
Yeah, cool.
And I remember Yeah,
Maybe,
I
yeah.
remember getting a mail
Still
from
remember
him
it.
that he was like, "I'm looking for a remixer." I can tell this now because it's already out, but he was looking for a remixer back then, and he wasn't sure who to pick because he felt like the change after the break with the chord progression in the bass and stuff.
Yeah.
He wanted somewhat of an uplifting remix for it. And what I didn't know is that he actually wanted to remix it himself in the end, which was kind of yeah, it was kind of
Whoa.
surreal, and I'm still over the moon over that he wanted to pure mix my track of all things, you know.
Cool.
And it even got a release on Pure
Lovely.
Trance 8, I think it's, or 7. I think it's 7 or 8. Yeah, 7. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe 7, I think.
So
yeah.
that was a big surprise, and people really liked that. So big thanks to Rich for supporting my stuff. That's awesome.
Lovely.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, Rich is awesome in general,
Cool.
I guess. Okay. So,
Unfortunately, guys, we've come to the end of
Yeah.
the show because it's time limited. We
Sorry
have to
about
go
that.
back to work, the all of us. I'm
but
so
we
sorry.
are really,
I'm so
really
sorry,
happy to
Jack.
have. So sorry, but we are really happy to have Jack today. Probably we'll have it some
Yeah, hopefully.
again soon. I'd love
Yeah.
to. Maybe with some new projects, some new Alices. Who knows? So thanks a lot, Jack, for being part
Whenever
of this
you
today.
have new progressive stuff that we can play, come back to us and talk
Yeah, I
about
will.
it.
I
Just
will
let
for
us
sure.
know.
Everything
Thanks.
because
I love you
We
guys
love
as well.
you. We love
No
you.
worries, man.
Cool.
Thank
So
you.
thanks, Jack, for being. Thank you.
So if you
Thanks
have
a lot.
any comments or any messages for Jack, please leave them in the comment section below. And of course, whatever you want to tell us also for the future, which other guests you would like to be
Yeah.
featured in Talking Studio Heads, that would be awesome, guys. And
Of course.
don't forget to hit the subscribe button and
This is really
give us
important. Thank
a
you.
blue thumb as well because we
We really need it. All right.
Thanks a lot for watching.
Thanks a lot.
See you next
Week.
Same time, same place on your favorite social network or YouTube channel with the Talking Studio Heads. See you guys.
Exactly.
Bye. Ciao.
Thank you. Ciao, ciao. Thanks a lot.